dead to begin with. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wondrous can come of the story we are about to relate. Scrooge knew I was dead? Well, of course she did. How could it be otherwise? Scrooge and I had been partners in business for years, and when I died, she was my sole executor, sole mourner, and sole friend. I was as dead as a doornail. There was no doubt whatsoever about that. The register of my burial was signed by the clergyman, the clerk, the undertaker, and the chief mourner. Scrooge herself signed it, and her name was good upon the exchange for anything she chose to put her hand to. Ah, but she was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone of Scrooge, a squeezing, wretched, scraping, grasping, covetous sinner. A Merry Christmas.
Bah, humbug.
Have I the pleasure of addressing Miss Marley or Miss Scrooge?
Miss Marley has been dead these 7 years. She died 7 years ago this very night.
At this festive season of the year, Miss Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer so greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want of common necessaries. Hundreds of thousands are in want of common comfort, ma'am.
Are there no prisons?
Well, there are plenty of prisons.
And the workhouses, are they still in operation?
Well, I wish I could say they were not. A few of us are endeavoring in a charitable fund to buy the poor some meat and drink in means of warmth. We choose this time because Christmas is a time of all others when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. As you are one with means, I'm sure my friend and I can count on you to make a generous contribution in the spirit of the holidays. Or perhaps you'd like to make a donation on the anniversary of Miss Marley's passing. What shall I put you down?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I do not make Merry Christmas myself, and I cannot afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the establishments I have mentioned. They cost enough, and those who are badly off must go there.
Well, the union workhouses are dreadful places where the able-bodied are worked like beasts of burden. Their dependents are allowed barely enough food and shelter to keep them alive. Disease and death haunt these houses. I assure you many would rather die than go there.
If they'd rather die, then they'd better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Allow me to remind you, ladies, that it is a hard and unforgiving world, and those who make their way in it do so by dint of labor. What I have gained, I have earned with sacrifice and years of toil. I suggest you recommend to your poor petitioners that they employ themselves in a similar course of action. If you press me further, I tell you it is enough for a woman to understand her own business and not to interfere with other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
Miss Scrooge.
Good afternoon.
If it is charity you seek elsewhere, you'll find none here.
Indeed. I'm sorry for that. Allow me to make a donation of my own, not so much as on Scrooge my own spare, but something nonetheless.
Thank you, sir. A Merry Christmas to you, sir.
The best of holiday season to you both.
Merry Christmas. Humbug.
Merry Christmas of humbug. I am sure you don't mean that, Aunt.
I do. Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then. What right have you to be dismal? What right have you to be morose? You're rich enough. Don't be cross, Aunt.
What else can I be when I live in such a world of fools as this? Merry Christmas. Out upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills without money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer? If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Ha!
Aunt!
Nephew, keep Christmas in your way and let me keep it in mine.
Keep it, but you don't keep it.
Leave it alone then. Much good may do you, much good has it ever done you.
There are many things by which I have derived good, by which I have not profited. I dare say Christmas among the rest. I've always thought of Christmas time as a nice time. A kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time. The only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely and to think of people around them as if they were really fellow passengers to the grave, and not just another race of creatures bound on other journeys. And therefore, Aunt, though it's never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good, and it will do me good, and I say God bless it.
Let me hear another sound from you, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. quite a powerful speaker, sir. Wonder why you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Aunt. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
Never.
But why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Ridiculous.
You never came to see me before I was married. Why got a reason not to come now?
Cratchit, show him to the door.
I want nothing of you. I ask nothing of you. Why cannot we be friends?
Cratchit, the door.
I'm sorry with all my heart to find you resolute. I've never had any quarrels which I've been party. But I've come in homage to Christmas and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So Merry Christmas, Aunt.
Out.
And a Happy New Year.
There's another fellow, my clerk, with 15 shilling a week and a wife and a family to support, talking about a Merry Christmas. Idiots and fools. I'll retire with them all. You, sir, you'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose?
If it's quite convenient, ma'am.
It's not convenient. Paying a day's wages for no work, you'll think it only fair. I'll be bound.
But it's only once a year, ma'am.
Only once a year, ma'am? Poor excuse for paying a day's wages for 1 day or 25 years in December. Very well. Go home. Keep your Christmas. But mind you, be here all weary the next morning.
Indeed I will, Miss Scrooge. Thank you, ma'am.
Christmas Eve. The city clocks have just gone 7 and it's quite dark. Cold, biting weather. The winter's cold has little influence on Scrooge. No wind that blew was bitter than heat, no falling snow more intense, no pelting rain less open to entreaty. For she had made herself a sort of artificial winter that froze any that came near to her. It was her chief pleasure to walk alone amongst her fellow beings, distainting their pity and their ear alike. No one ever stopped her in the streets to say with gladsome look, "My dear Scrooge, how are you?" Even the blindest men seemed to sense her presence and turn away. No man or woman in all her life ever inquired to such and such a place of Scrooge.
Scrooge took her melancholy dinner and her usual melancholy tavern, having read all the newspapers and beguiled the rest with her banker's book, went home to bed. She lived in a gloomy sort of rooms, which had once belonged to her deceased partner Marley. They were old enough now, and dreary enough, for no one lived in them but Scrooge, all of the other rooms being lent out as offices. Once inside, she locked herself in, double-locked herself in, and sat down before the fire.
While she was rummaging, her glance came to rest upon a bell, a disused bell that hung in the highest room of the chamber, with a purpose now forgotten. And with a strange, inexplicable dread, she began to see this bell begin to swing of its own accord.
Scrooge! Eddie Scrooge!
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Who were you then, and what do you want of me?
Much in life I was your partner, Jacqueline Marley.
Marley?
You don't believe in me?
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing can affect them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of underdone potato. It's humbug, I tell you, humbug! Mercy! Dreadful aberration, why do you trouble me?
Woman of the worldly mind, you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth, and why do they come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should travel far and walk abroad their fellow men. But if that spirit goes not forth from life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is condemned to wander through the world, oh woe is me, and witness what I cannot share but might have shared in life and turned to happiness. Look upon me. I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of the chain you wear yourself? It was as full and long as this 7 Christmas Eves ago, and you have labored on its sense. It is a ponderous chain.
Jacqueline, old Jacqueline Marley, speak comfort to me, Jacqueline.
I have none to give. It comes from other regions, Eddie Scrooge, and is conveyed by other ministers to other kinds of men. Nor can I tell you what I will. I cannot rest, I cannot stay, I cannot linger anywhere. In life, my spirit never walked beyond our county house, mark me. In life, my spirit never roved beyond the narrow limits of our mighty shaky hole. And now 3 journeys now lie before me.
You must have been very slow about it, Jackie.
Slow?
7 years dead and traveling the whole time?
No rest? No peace? Incessant torture of remorse?
Do you travel fast?
I travel in the wings of the wind.
Well, I should think you should have covered a great quantity of ground in 7 years.
O captive bound and double ironed, not to know that any Christian spirit working kindly in its little sphere will find its mortal life too small for its vast usefulness. Not to know that no space of regret can make amends for one's life opportunities misused. Yet such was I, oh such was I.
You were always a good woman of business, Jackie.
Business? Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, forbearance, mercy were all my business. At this time of year I suffer most. Why did I walk through crowds of my fellow men with my eyes turned down, and never raised into the blessed star which led the wise men to a poor abode? Were there no poor hopes which his light would have conducted me? Hear me now, woman. My time is nearly gone.
I will, but don't be hard upon me, Jacqueline, pray.
Know that I have sat invisible by your side many and many a day. I have come now to warn you that you may have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate.
You were always a good friend to me, Jackie.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned? I think I'd rather not.
Without their visit, you cannot shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Couldn't I take them all at once and have it over?
Remember for your own sake, Eddie Scrooge, what has passed between us.
Scrooge followed Marley to the window, where she beheld a great crowd of spirits in the air. One ghost, she saw, hovered in a doorway and cried bitterly over a poor mother and her child that he could no longer help. Terrified by the visions, Scrooge returned to her bed to await the coming of the first spirit Marley had foretold.
1:45? 10:45? 5:45? The hour itself. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past. Rise and walk with me.
Good heavens!
These are shadows of the things that have been, Eddie Scrooge. They cannot see or hear you.
Why? It's just as I remembered it. My old schoolroom, you see, and there I am. How astonishing.
Lively!
A solitary child.
The others have already left for the Christmas holidays.
But the school's not quite deserted yet.
Why, Abby, won't you be coming home for Christmas?
I'm sure my father will send for me soon.
What are you reading? Can I look at your book with you? It's about Robinson Crusoe and his parrot.
Poor Robin Crusoe, he called him, when he came home again after sailing around the island. Poor Robin Crusoe, where have you been, Robin Crusoe? The man thought he was dreaming, but he wasn't. It was a parrot. Poor boy, I wish. But it's too late now.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
I see a tear upon your cheek. Do you call that happy?
There was a boy in the street earlier. I should like to have given him something, that's all.
Come along then. Back upstairs with you.
My trunk. I need my trunk for when I go home, sir.
You'll not be going home this Christmas, little Abby. Upstairs with you now.
Perhaps it's been a mistake. I know my father.
Poor Abby.
This was not the only Christmas you spent reading here.
It's only Christmas. I don't care.
Sure, Becky, you won't be long. Besides, you have your books to read.
Will!
My coach, I must run to see Papa and Mama. I wish you could come spend Christmas with us.
He had a large heart.
So he had.
Let us see another Christmas.
Damn. Eddie! I've come to bring you home, dear sister. To bring you home. Little fan?
Yes, home for good and all.
Home forever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be. Well, that home's like heaven. For you, perhaps. But not for me. Father doesn't remember me or even what I look like.
You've become quite a woman. He spoke so gently to me Wednesday night while I was going to bed that I was afraid to ask him once more if you were to come home. And he said, yes, you should, and sent me in the coach to bring you. And you are to be a woman, and I'm never to come back here. But first, we will be together all Christmas long and have the merriest time in all the world. You are quite a woman, little fan.
Let us see another Christmas. Young Eddie is now a grown woman, released into the world, her father dead. A promising independent young woman with business prospects and every hope of happiness before her.
It is but another year, Will. After waiting so long, surely 1 more year is no great thing. My apprenticeship is but lately finished. My investment is still in doubtful state.
Another year, Evie? When are we to be married?
Very, very soon. I promise you, my love. Only let us wait until we are sure of our prosperity.
It cannot be. It was the same with you last Christmas, and the Christmas before.
But this year will be different. Miss Marley speaks of setting up a money-changing business in the city in which I am to be made partner.
Miss Marley? Oh, she's a rare woman.
She's a woman of business, Will, and a very good one with sound sense. I would do well to become such a woman in the world.
I don't like her, Evie. She has a cold heart, an evil eye. Don't enter into this compact with her.
Miss Marley has promised me an important position and a half share of stipends. Come now, she's not such a wicked woman as you think. And if she is, I follow her from my own meeting. She has no sway over my heart as you do, Will. She will help us to make her fortune.
You're already more like her than you know.
Will, I have hopes and expectations that will soon come to fruition. Just 1 more year, that's all. And then I shall feel our happiness together is secure.
Our happiness? No, Eddie. I see too much. Another idol has displaced me in your affections. Alas, if it can come to comfort you in time, as I would have tried to do, I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol could displace you, Will?
A golden one?
You find fault with me because I care for money? For the money to assure our happiness, our money, Will. This is rich. This is the even-handed dealing of the world. There is nothing as hard as poverty, and there is nothing that professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
Too true, too true.
You fear the world too much, Eddie. All your hopes and dreams have merged into the being beyond the world's sordid reproach. I've seen your noble aspirations fall off one by one till the master passion to gain engrosses you.
What then? Even if I have grown wiser to the ways of the world, what then? I'm not changed towards you, am I?
Let us go. I wish to see another scene.
The contract of love between us is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. When it was made, you were another woman.
I was a girl.
Let us go, spirit.
Your own feeling tells you are not what you are.
These are shadows of the things that have been, Eddie. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
Will!
For the love of her you once were, I release you with a full heart. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
Think on what has passed between us, Eddie Scrooge, and know yourself.
I did right. I had no choice. Were we to but marry on no more than the expectation of riches? A family like Cratchit's? Impossible. I made my fortune. Could he have but waited? I was a girl, a fool to care for him. Enough. I will not think on it. And yet, my nephew Fred. Poor Will. No more, I say. Were not 3 spirits prophesied me? What time is it? Let me see. I must stay awake and keep a lookout. Let them come. I have passed so far a strange and terrible night, and I doubt anything between a baby and a rhinoceros would astonish me.
The hour was drawing close by which the coming of the second spirit had been foretold. Scrooge was on her guard, for she wished to challenge the spirit the moment it appeared, and did not wish to be taken by surprise.
Now, being prepared for almost anything, she was not by any means prepared for nothing, and when no shape appeared, she was taken with a violent fit of trembling.
Ho, 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 Eddie Scrooge. Come, look upon me. I am the ghost of Christmas present. You have never seen the likes of me before?
Never.
Never walked abroad with the other members of my family?
I had, I'm pretty sure I would have remembered it. No, I'm afraid I have not. Have you many brothers and sisters, Spirit?
More than 1,800 to date.
1,800? Tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. If you ought to teach me this night, let me profit by it. I went before upon compulsion, but I learned a lesson, which is working on me now. And I'm humbler than I was.
Huh. Let us see a Christmas present of someone you know.
She said that Christmas was a humbug as I lived. And she believed it too.
Scrooge found herself in the home of her nephew Fred. The walls were lined with living green, and mistletoe and berries glistened. And such a mighty blaze roared up in the chimney as Scrooge's dingy house had never known. There were turkeys, geese, chickens, mince pies, plum puddings, cherry-cheeked apples, red-hot chestnuts, and seething bowls of punch that filled the room with their delicious steam. Oh, Fred!
Is that my niece, Caroline? Very pretty girl, exceedingly pretty girl.
That's the truth, my dear. She's a comical gal, and not so pleasant as she might be. However, her offenses carry their own punishment, and I have nothing to say against her.
I'm sure she's very rich, Fred.
What of that? Her wealth is of no use to her. She doesn't do any good with it. She doesn't make herself comfortable with it. She hasn't even the satisfaction of thinking she will have anyone benefit from it. For I don't expect we shall leave in the will, my dear Caroline. No, I don't expect so at all.
I don't know how you put up with her, Fred.
Oh, I'm sorry for her. I couldn't bear any with her if I tried.
Good-hearted lad, Fred.
Who suffers by her ill will? Herself always. Here, she takes it into her head to dislike us, and she won't come and dine with us. What's the consequences? She loses her good dinner, and some pleasant moments which could do her no harm. I'm sure she loses pleasanter companions than she could find in her own thoughts, either in her moulding office or her dusty chambers. I mean to give her the same chance every year, with selection of them. For I defy her. She'd be better think about it in Christmas, and I defy her to do so. If only it leaves her in the vein to leave her Paul Club £50. That's something. But I think I should. This is very chalk for a Christmas party, though. Let's have a game.
What shall we play?
They played at forfeits and blind man's luck. There was music, and Scrooge's niece played the harp among other tunes, a simple little air, which had been familiar to Scrooge as a child and affected her greatly now. They all played a game of how, when, and where, and 20 questions, which Scrooge joined in, wholly forgetting in the interest she had in what was going on, that her voice made no sound in their ears.
No.
Does it live in the country?
No.
Then it lives in the city. Is it kept in a cage or on a leash?
No.
A live animal. An animal that growls and is of savage nature. Found in the city, but not kept in a cage or on a leash? Extraordinary. Is it a dog?
No.
A bear?
Could it be a bear?
Nope.
It was a sound guess. Excellent young woman, very intelligent.
So it's not a cat, or a dog, or a fish, or a monkey, or a horse, or a bear. And you say it walks the streets freely, not made a show of, not kept in a menagerie, and a rather disagreeable animal.
Most perplexing.
Does it talk, Fred?
Talk?
A talking animal?
Yes.
Then I know, Fred, I know. It's your Aunt Scrooge. Oh, Fred, for shame! You might have said yes to the bear.
Well, she has given us plenty of merry times, sir, and it would be ungrateful not to drink to a fellow. A Merry Christmas to the old woman, wherever she is, and a Happy New Year.
We have more to see. Let us visit another Christmas in another part of the city.
Now the room, the fire, home, mistletoe, turkeys, pies, pudding, fruit, and punch all vanished instantly, and they stood in the city streets on Christmas Day, where the people made a rush, but brisk, and not the perfect kind of music, and scraping the snow from the pavement in front of their dwellings and from the tops of their houses. The house
house fronts looked black enough, and the windows black, contrasting with the smooth white sheet of snow upon the roofs and the dirtier snow upon the ground, which last deposit had been plowed into deep furrows by the heavy wheels of carts and wagons into the thick, icy, yellow snow.
A Merry Christmas to you.
A shame to quarrel upon Christmas Day.
So it is, God love it, so it is. A Merry Christmas.
Come along.
Why, that's my clerk, Bob Cratchit.
Merry Christmas, Bob. And to you, young Tim.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. How extraordinary.
The sky was gloomy, and the streets were choked up with a dingy mist, half thawed, half frozen. There was nothing very cheerful in the climate or the town, and yet there was a cheerfulness abroad.
This is Bob Cratchit's house.
What has your father then? And your brother, Tiny Tim? And Martha hasn't been this late last Christmas by half an hour.
Here I am, Mother.
Oh, Martha, how late you are.
We had a great deal of work to finish at the milliner's last night, and a great deal to clear away this morning.
Well, you're here now. Go sit down and we'll all upstairs.
It's going to be wonderful.
Papa's home! Papa! You know, go and help your father to make the toast. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, my dear.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas, Tim.
And then go and help your brother to the seat. Oh, and all the goose.
And we made plum pudding, Father.
Really? Then it really is Christmas, isn't it? Oh, you've outdone yourself, my dear.
It was all...
It looks marvelous and sure to taste delicious. Won't it, children?
Hooray!
We should have a toast. To what shall we toast?
Christmas.
Presents.
The goose.
The cook.
The grocer who sold us the goose.
Melinda, who bought the goose?
Miss Scrooge. Miss Scrooge.
To Miss Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Miss Scrooge, the founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had her here. I'd give her a piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope she had a good appetite for it.
My dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It is Christmas Day, I am sure, where one drinks to the health of such an odious, hard, unfeeling woman as Miss Scrooge. Oh, you know she is, Robert. No one knows it better than you, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
I will drink to her health, for your sake and the day's, not for hers. I'll write to her a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. She'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
Merry Christmas,
And God bless us.
everyone. Tell me, Spirit, if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the chimney corner, and a curse that an owner. If these shadows made an altar by occasion,
Child of God.
No, oh no, kind spirit, say he will be spared.
if these shadows made an altar by the future, none other of my race will find him here. What then? If he had better die, he'd better do it and decrease the surplus population. Woman, if a woman be in shape and not alone in heart, for bear such wickedness until you have discovered what the surplus is and where it is. It may be in the sight of heaven that you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. Look upon your children, ye hard-hearted woman.
Mine, spirit?
They belong to man. Here they stand, naked, wolfish, meager. This boy's ignorance and this girl is want. Beware them both, most of all beware this boy, for on his brow I read doom for all mankind if what is written here be not erased.
Have they no refuge or resource, spirit?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Spirit, do not leave me, spirit. I did not mean what I said. I take it back, I take it all back. Please just tell me Tiny Tim will live. Heavens, what comes here? Am I in the presence of the ghosts of Christmas yet to come?
come? You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not yet happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghosts of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen, but as I believe your purpose is to do me good, and as I wish to live to be another woman from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company, and do so with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Lead on, lead on. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me. I know, lead on, Spirit. I know these men. Excellent in business.
No, I don't know much about it. All I know is that she's dead.
When did she die?
Last night, I believe.
Why, what was the matter with her? I thought she'd never die.
God knows.
What has she done with her money?
Left it to her company, perhaps. All that I know is that she had left it to me.
It's likely to be a very cheap funeral, for upon my life, I don't know anyone who would go to it.
I don't mind going with lunches provided.
Well, it's quite impossible, for I never wore black gloves, and I never ate lunch.
Cold, isn't it?
Seasonable for Christmas. I suppose you're scared.
No, no. Well then, good morning.
What does it mean that the Spirit of whom do they speak?
What I say is every person has a right to take care of themselves. She always did, Lord knows.
But that's my room. What are these horrible people doing here?
True indeed, Mrs. Silver. True indeed. And no woman more so. And that's the fact.
Why then? We shall help ourselves, and who's the wiser? She's no worse coloss of a few things like these.
No indeed, Mrs. Silver.
If she wanted to keep him after she was dead the way we old screw, then why wasn't she more natural in her lifetime? If she had been, she'd have had somebody to look after things when she was gone, instead of lying there alone, by herself.
That's the truest word that ever was spoken of her, Mrs. Silver. It's a judgment.
You open that bundle, Joe, and tell me the value of it. Now, speak out plain.
I always give too much to the ladies. It's a weakness of mine. It'll surely be the way I ruin myself. Look. What do you call this? Looks to be a bed curtains.
Aye, bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took them down from the line?
Yes, I do, and why not?
You're born to make a fortune, Mrs. Dilber, and you'll certainly do it.
I certainly shan't hold my hand when I can get something by reaching it out, for sake of such things as she did. Careful now, those be her blankets.
Her blankets.
Whose else do you think? She isn't likely to take hold of Alvin, I dare say.
I hope she didn't die of anything catching. Yeah.
Don't be afraid of that. I am so fond of her company that I'd loiter about her for such things as she did. You may look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it, nor a threadbare place. It's the best she had, and a fine one too. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting?
Putting it on her to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it. But I took it off again. This is the end of it, you see. She frightened everyone away from her when she was alive to profit us when she was dead.
The case of this unhappy woman might be my own, I see. My life tends that way. I shall not forget its lesson, but let us leave this place of death. Dreadful specter, what would you show me? No, let us leave, Spirit, this fearful place. And leaving it, I shall not leave its lesson. Trust me. Is there not one person in this great city who feels some sympathy and pity at this wretched woman's death? Is this the end of all, then? Oh, show me some tenderness, or this dark chamber will forever haunt my vision. Please, Spirit, please. Your message is clear. I am changed. I promise. Show me that there is still some kindness in this world.
And he took a child and stuck him in the midst of them.
The color hurt my eyes. They grow weaker by candlelight, but they're better now and again. dies for your father, not for the world. Well, it must be near his time.
It's a little past it. I think he's been walking a little slower these past evenings, Mother.
I've known him to walk with.
Oh, heaven, Tiny Tim.
I've known him to walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder, very, very fast indeed.
And so have I.
And so have I. But he was very small and very light to carry. But there was no trouble. No trouble. And then your father is at the door. Don't grieve, Father.
Wish you could have gone, my dear. It would have done you good to see a little in the place it is. But you'll stay often. I promised you I'd walk around some days. My little child. I happened to come across Miss Scrooge's nephew just today in the street, and he said to me, "I'm heartily sorry for him. I'm heartily sorry for your good luck. If there's anything I can do," he said, giving me his card, "that's what I mean. It wasn't for the sake of anything he might do for us, so much as his kind way. But it seemed as if he had been a knower to me, Tim, and felt it.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
He is indeed. I shouldn't be surprised, Mark, when I say, if you were to find Peter's situation."
Only hear that, Peter.
And then Peter will be marrying and finding himself a man.
Get on with you.
As likely as not, though one of those days might come. But however, and whatever we part from one another, we shall not forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we?
Never, Father.
And I know, my dears, when you reflect how mild and patient he was, we shall never quarrel amongst ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in the process.
No, Father.
I am very happy. I am very happy.
Spirit of the future, I've been considering what I've been shown this night, and by the spirits of Christmas past and present. And I am thinking of putting into practice some changes in my life. Let me behold what I shall be in days to come. My counting house is yonder. Where are you taking me? Merciful God, what is here? What would you show me? Does that belong to the poor unhappy woman of whom those people spoke? I see by your gesture that you wish me to approach and look upon her grave. Before I draw near to that stone to which you point, answer me one question, kind spirit. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Men's courses foreshadow certain ends, which if they preserve in, will come to that end. But if the courses be departed from, the ends will change, is that not so? Oh, Spirit, say as thus with what you show me now. I see you wish me to know the name of this poor unhappy woman who died without a soul, who mourned her passing. No, kind spirit, hear me. I am not the woman I was. I will not be the woman I must have been but for beholding this. Why would you show this to me if I had passed all hope? Good spirit, your nature intercedes for me and pities me. Assure me that I may yet change these shadows that you have shown me by an altered life. I will keep they can. They can do anything they like. I say, do you know the poultry shop at the next street but one at the corner?
I should hope I do.
Excellent young boy and very intelligent. Do you know they've sold the prize turkey that was hanging up there? Not the little prize turkey, the big one.
What, the one as big as me?
Remarkable boy. Why, yes, my lad.
It's hanging there now.
Is it? Go and buy it. No, I am in earnest. Go and buy it. And this is for you, eh? Must get ready for Fred's party. I hope he'll let me in to dine with him after all. I'll send the goose to Bob Cratchit's. He shan't know who sends it. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. Good morning and a Merry Christmas. Jacqueline? Could this be yours? Are you free now? Oh, I pray so. Perhaps where you are, deeds of kindness are rewarded. God bless you, Jacqueline Marley. Oh, here's the turkey. Hello. How are you? Merry Christmas. Here's the address. Why, it's quite impossible to hear that all white candy. Now you must have that. My dear lady, how do you do? It seems I'm hanging across my heart to remember what I said to you yesterday in my office. Miss Scrooge? Yes, that is my name, and I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon, and will you have the goodness to put down my contribution of them? Good Lord, bless me, Miss Scrooge, are you serious? A great many back payments are included, I assure you. Will you visit me in my office tomorrow? I will. Did you ask him, my dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Where is he, my love?
He's in the sitting room, ma'am, along with the mistress. I'll show you in, if you please.
Thank you. He knows me. I'll show myself in.
She said that Christmas wasn't hung, I guess, and she believed it too.
Fred?
I bless my soul, who's that?
Inside, you're not Scrooge. I've come as you asked. Will you let me in, Fred?
Let you in? Why, of course.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Aunt Scrooge. The dreary way in which your nephew has portrayed you has really made me curious. Come in. I say, have you met my aunt?
Dear heart alive, how his face started when Scrooge was brought up. But she recovered herself instantly, and Scrooge was invited in. Nothing could be heartier. She was just as Scrooge remembered her, and so was the jollity, and the music, and the games, at which Scrooge seemed to have a special knack for guessing correctly. Wonderful party, wonderful happiness, and a wonderful Christmas.
But she was early at the office the next morning. Oh, she was early, for she had set her heart on being there first and catching Bob Cratchit coming in late. The clock struck 9, no Bob. A quarter past, no Bob. He was a full 18 minutes and a half behind his time. Scrooge sat with her door wide open so that she might see him come in.
Mr. Cratchit, what do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, ma'am. A bit behind my time.
You are. Yes, I should say you are. Step this way if you please.
It's only once a year, ma'am. It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry of myself yesterday.
You were indeed. I'll tell you what, Mr. Cratchit. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing anymore. And therefore, I have decided to raise your salary.
Miss Scrooge, I don't understand.
A Merry Christmas, Bob. A Merry Christmas, Bob, my fine fellow that I have been with you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavor to assist your struggling family.
I don't understand, ma'am.
I have a great many things in mind, Bob. I understand you have a young man in your household in need of physician, and that your child, Tim, is in need of medicines. We will discuss your affairs this very afternoon over a seeming bowl of so
better than her word. She did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, she was a second mother. She became as good as a friend, as good as a mistress, and as good as a woman as the good old world knew. Some people laughed to see the change in her, but she let them laugh and little heeded them, for she knew that nothing ever happened on this globe for which some people did not have their fill in laughter. In later days, it was said that Eddie Scrooge, that she was able to keep Christmas in her heart all year round. May that be truly said of all of us, and so as Tiny Tim observed.